Hello, welcome again to Kingdom Mandate. I am Dimeji, and this is where I teach you how to bring the kingdom of God to wherever you are so that you and God can reign in that place forevermore, because you and I are kings and priests. So we're continuing this series that we're looking at the role of the kingdom of God. Now, this particular teaching is actually from my book, Kingdom Disrupt. The third role of the church is the church as a pillar of society. Now, it's just like the church is a foundation. You get me? The society is standing on the church. So if anything happens to the church, it actually affects the society. That's why someone says, as the church goes, so the society goes. So if you want to understand the church, look at society, because the church is a pillar. If you have a building and the pillars are actually not good, you get me, not strong enough, the whole building will collapse. So this pillar is actually very strong because the church is the pillar of truth. You get me? If the church stands by the truth, the society will actually follow the truth. If the church does not stand by it, society will follow that. Now, just look at the society around you. Whatever you see in the society, just go back and watch the church. Now, it is not that it started in the world. No, it is that it started in the church. The church became weak. The church became worldly. So at the end of the day, the society, the pillar on which the society was supposed to stand is no longer standing. The society is a place to teach morality. The church is a place where morality is taught, values are taught, because there's no other place apart from the family. The church is a place where people are taught kingdom values. The church is a place where people are taught kingdom behaviors. You get me? The way you actually behave. Now, if everybody behaves according to those kingdom values, by the time they go back to society, they'll model that same behavior. And when they begin to model that same behavior, before you know what, they'll begin to influence other people to begin to follow that particular kind of behavior. That is the Great Commission. That's what the Great Commission is. Jesus said we should go into the world. You get me? We need to teach them. We have to live as disciples of Christ ourselves, then before we disciple them. So in discipleship is not about teaching. It's more about modeling. You get me? You model a certain kind of lifestyle so that people can actually copy it from you. That is what discipleship means. So if the church is not living according to the way it's supposed to be, the lifestyle of the kingdom of God, then it won't serve as a pillar of society. So society will begin to collapse. Now, look at society, wherever the church is not actually serving as a good pillar. What you see is this: the rate of divorces are high. A lot of evil are happening in society and people are getting away with it. There's corruption everywhere. You get me? Because the church is not standing as a pillar. So we need to get the church to a place where it can become the pillar of society so that righteousness, justice will actually be found within the church. And when this justice, love, righteousness is found in the church, then you find out that it's easier to be found in society, because love is a foundation of the throne of God, and righteousness and justice are what is dispensed in the throne. So if the church begins to exemplify love for one another and love for people in the world like Jesus did, then they begin to live in righteousness and like God, then there is justice anywhere they are, then society is actually going to pick that same thing and is going to be reflected in society. So at the end of the day, the church will actually serve as a very good pillar. That is the essence of the church. It is the pillar of truth. If you want to find the truth, you go to the church. But you see, today's church doesn't stand on the truth. That is why I believe society is the way it is. Everything happens. Not good things, of course, but everything happens. People are groaning and they're looking at where would they go for help. So they go to church for religion, but they are not supposed to go to church for religion. They're supposed to go to church so that the pillar that makes society better will actually be in place. It is the church. Because when you look at the 7 mountains, those 7 mountains are the 7 pillars of society. And every single Christian belongs to these 7. So if the church begins to train its people in truth, the same people will serve as a pillar in the 7 mountains. And in those 7 mountains, they will hold the society, and the society will be stronger. The society will be righteous, and there will be justice within that particular society. So it is the role of the church to be the pillar of society.